No, I started it last
What's
time.
going on, everyone? John and Audrey here, back again with the Real Talk Podcast, episode 81. And Audrey, what's up? How you doing?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, but how's Creature doing?
He's in the background. He's struggling. My boy's struggling back there. He's in the
He fell in
box.
the box, or he went inside the box.
But Ben cut like a hole, so I think he can get out unless he didn't cut it out, but he told me he did. So, I'm sure he can get out. I think he's just like playing and he's like playing in there
Yeah,
cuz cats like boxes and whatnot.
they like to be adventurous.
Yeah, they like to hide and I think church is like over there too, so he'll probably help him out at some point. He'll be like, "All right, come on, let's get you out of there.
So come on, pal.
Come on, let me get you out." But yeah. Oh, and you can see I kind of started decorating already. Well,
I
I
see
have
a
my little pumpkin
ghost,
and a
a
pumpkin
pumpkin,
and
and
a little
that's it.
tree. I have a little like tree there too. And then outside the balcony, Ben did a really nice job already. He put up a
Some
lot of
spider webs.
decorations. No, actually, funny story. The webs is like the one thing that he'll stay away from because we had like a fight last year because I wanted them very specifically how I wanted
Yeah.
them. And he was like, no, never mind. I'm not going to do them because fuck that. Like, I'm not going to deal with you getting pissed at me again. Because, yeah,
Damn.
I'm kind of a, what is it?
Perfectionist.
Perfectionist. Yeah, when it comes to things like that, yes. So,
Yeah. Damn, you guys heard it here first, folks. Oh
yeah.
man.
But other than that, I still want to get a few more things for inside my apartment, and then
Yeah,
I'll probably call it quits. What about you? Have you started or
for
nah?
sure. No, not yet. All my decorations are in the store in storage, so we gotta go get them out and see what we have and stuff like that. I know last year, Cindy helped me out decorating everything. She's the one literally that did everything. So
Yeah.
again, shout out to her. She even got everything. I think I just picked out like a skeleton. Like she texted me, "Hey, which one do you like?" And I like a certain one. But yeah. So I'm just
She
waiting for her to do
she
the
went in there with her fucking tools and everything. She was like,
Yeah. She had the tool bag and shit.
"Hey, that's dope. I think that's cool cuz I mean, if but I know that you like enjoy Halloween a lot, so she knows that for sure." So
Yeah,
she was like,
no, it's on record that we both love. Well, everybody, I'm pretty sure, but like we always advocate for this time of year. So it's cool to like find somebody that's like just as excited for doing all that stuff and like to get me into more like festivities. Instead of just like, okay, this is just let's watch horror movies and go trick or treating or whatever. Like we actually like carved a pumpkin. It's been a while since I did that, so it's kind of cool to get into those things again.
he got out. Sorry to look. He's gonna go back in. Look at him.
In the fall.
It
It
took him
is in the
so
fall.
long to get out, and he's like,
He's like, well, I got out once.
I know. He's like, let's not push my luck.
Yeah.
But we got Manuel and we got Robert in the
What's going
chat.
on, Manuel? What's going on, Robert? Manuel, we're going to be talking about Malignant. I know you told me about your experience in that new. Hold on, I want to get it perfect. He told me he went to go see this film in this certain type of theater, and I actually wanted to go to this theater and see this film like this.
A certain kind of theater? What do you mean a certain kind of theater? Like
Yeah, I
transit?
think it's like one of those like hoochie ones where you get like a lap dance or something. Not just kidding. Imagine.
What? Like a
No,
burlesque?
no. Let me see.
We got Biffer. Hey, thanks for stopping in. And then Rob, you got a Chihuahua. What, like, what's his name? Her name?
I just
Oh,
got a
little
Chihuahua about a
Chihuahua.
month ago now. Damn, that's awesome. A little baby one. Did you adopt?
I
Tell
want
us
to
the
know his
story.
or her name.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite part. Whenever I hear people's pets' names,
So
I'm
he
like,
said he checked
fuck
it
yeah.
out in Cinemark for the first time, and he went to Cinemark, I guess, and he tried their D box seats, and he said that
Oh, the ones that shake.
I think I'm not sure what it was.
Like
There you
this.
go. See, the room had D box seats, so I know like in 40 when you watch a movie in 40 they shake and like they rumble and like do a
Mm-hmm.
wave and they throw like shit at you, it jizzes on you.
It's basically like a ride.
Yeah, and then there's like it throws air at you and then like there's scents too, so it's like
What the
Imagine,
fuck?
like, damn,
In a
yeah.
regular theater.
No, no. Well, that one's the four like special 4D theaters. So I think the D box is probably just the seats, or I don't know. Manuel, let us know in the comments if they have anything else that I mentioned. But yeah,
I've seen the D-box seats here at one of our theaters. I think it's not Cinemark, it's another one. But me and my dad had an experience. I remember we went and watched a movie and we didn't realize that we bought those seats. I don't know how we didn't figure that out. And then like when the movie started, we just felt it and we were like, "Oh no, we don't like this at all." Cuz it moves you pretty like violently, like a
yeah.
ride. Like it literally like you're like this. But okay, so now that we established that it was a deep box seat, I'm curious with a movie like Malignant. I don't really see how it could move that much. I'm probably mistaken, but I'm really curious. Like, what parts did it move? Because it's not like
With
an
no spoilers
action.
for now.
Yeah, like it's not like an action movie, like a Marvel movie where yeah, you could probably feel like a lot, but like that one's not like that. So I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just hear.
I know. And like
Oh
Church
man.
is coming to the rescue. He's like, "No, don't worry, creature, I got you." His name is Gunner. Oh, that's a cute
Damn,
name.
Gunner.
That's a really cute name. It's like a little boy. It's a boy chihuahua.
Yeah.
I fucking love cats and dogs, dude. Oh no.
Do you hear a meow over here?
Wait, was that your meow or my meow?
That was my meow.
Oh yeah, cuz your cousin has a cat.
Yeah, my cousin has 3 cats.
3?
Yeah, 3 cats. There's a big one that I call Chunks, but his name is Hash Brown.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then you have Billy and Mandy, and just a boy and a girl.
So, are they outdoor cats at all, or they're just strictly
They're
indoor?
both.
Um,
I don't think they go outside too much, like maybe just in the patio. But since it's like in
yeah,
the second story, I don't think they go like down. They just go
right.
out, but like on the patio, and then that's it. Like,
Yeah, I'm too scared to let my cats go outside like that. So
yeah.
yeah, I liked
So we
Malignant.
have our first take on Malignant here. Robert liked Malignant. Robert, did you go see it in theaters? I know I really wanted to see it in theaters, but didn't have time, so I catched it on HBO Max. And I'm pretty sure Audrey did the same. Did you see it in theaters, Audrey? No. Huh?
No, I saw
I
it
was
here
like,
in my
hmm.
house.
And then Biff said F9 and 4DX was amazing. I felt Vin Diesel catching me with the hood. It was going, damn, that sounds like it hurts.
I know,
Just the
Jesus.
move, the seat
Just
moved
went
like, bah, like
ugh,
just,
whoosh. Huh, interesting. Yeah, you see, like with a movie like that, I would definitely be like, okay. But with Malignant, that's a little interesting. I'm still like kind of
yeah, for horror movies, definitely it's like very interesting to like see. You know what I'm saying? Because like, other than them sinking like the scares, I guess with like
yeah.
those jump scares with like, oh shit, it makes you feel it a little bit more. But I'm wondering if studios make those movies with that in mind, or like do the theaters decide like, okay, we're gonna do this here, and I don't know.
Yeah,
That's pretty interesting.
it is. It is very interesting. That's like the one movie that I probably should have watched in theaters though. Malignant. Kind of
Yeah,
went back to that. I wanted to
yeah.
watch it in theater too. I felt all the stabbing.
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ!
Imagine.
Like, are you being for real? I feel like I sound like an idiot right now. But I'm like, are you being serious?
Damn.
I'm like, cause like maybe like in the back you like feel it, you know?
Oh, you imagine just.
I mean, I'm
You had to sign a
assuming.
waiver.
Yeah, like you might feel like you're getting stabbed.
Damn,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if I'd want to go through that though,
I know.
especially after how malignant was with stabbings. Minor
Y-
spoilers, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I guess we're not gonna. We should just wait till we talk about it. But
Yeah, if you guys are joining us now, we're gonna be talking about *Malignant*, James Wan's new horror film. His return to horror, at least in my opinion, his long-awaited return to horror. He's done Aquaman and an F9, and I think he did. I mean F9. I think he did Furious 7. I don't know if he did something else in between those, but it's been a while since he dabbled into horror. So we're gonna be talking about that. with a little quick non-spoiler review and then a spoiler discussion. So if you guys have seen it, that'd be cool to talk about. If not, it's on HBO Max or in select theaters. If you guys feel comfortable, do so. Go check it out. I actually feel like, real quick, I think my experience would have been enhanced in theaters for sure.
Yeah, I agree. For me as well,
Ooh,
because Audrey, your ooh, you can hear that. Look. Ooh, yeah. Just kidding. Some
ooh,
ASMR.
yeah. I was gonna say Artie's
Uh,
gonna be going into ASMR now.
your audio quality sounds amazing today. Thanks, Ben. Oh, he's gonna appreciate that because yeah, he's the one that
Hello there,
handles
buddy.
everything in tech because I know nothing. This like when we started the podcast, I told John I was like, "Oh my god, did it work?" We didn't have an issue because we always have some sort of an issue in the
Yeah,
beginning.
something's always like up, but
But that's good. I'm glad that it sounds good.
yeah.
Yay.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Let us know too, like if mine could be better or is it good or our video quality. You know what I'm saying? Like we're always up to how's it like?
Up to par.
No. We're always like up for
Oh,
like
suggestions.
criticisms, yeah,
Uh-huh.
suggestions, improvements. For you guys.
I'm always surprised like your quality always sounds like good. But I think it's because you just like leave your mic, huh? Like there?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's ready to go at any time, like the way I have
Yeah.
it. You know.
And I mean Ben is too cuz he streams so he kind of just leaves it here too, but I think it's just a little more
But once you sit down, you tend to.
I just fuck it up. Yeah. Like I just fuck shit up. I don't know. I don't know why. I think cuz I just messed
Yeah.
with it. I shouldn't even touch it. I'm just going to be like, "Okay." And just leave it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, John, we
Yes,
have
Audrey.
we have a lot of movies coming up as we had mentioned
Yes.
before. And they also I also heard or Ben told me that they moved up Venom
Yeah,
like
to October 1st.
yeah, and I'm assuming it had to do with like the popularity and like how good Shang-Chi did. Um, but how do you feel about that? Because I know you're not like like I don't know. Are you super excited for Venom, or are you just kind of like eh?
Not really. The first one I didn't mind it. I thought it was entertaining. I thought Tom Hardy did a pretty good job. I liked this version of Venom, I guess. Even though I still missing his like big old white spider on his chest.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, as far as like, I'm just hoping it's another like entertaining movie. But that's it. I don't know if I loved it as much as other people though.
right. Yeah,
It seems like it made a lot of money too, so a lot of people really enjoyed it. But for me, like I liked it. I like for entertainment. But even
mm-hmm.
with that being said, I haven't seen it since. I don't think so. I think I've seen it probably like twice max.
Yeah,
Like I still have my steelbook unwrapped. It's like still
yeah,
wrapped.
yeah.
So
I think I don't. I didn't watch the first one, so yeah.
oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I've never seen
Oh
it.
shit.
Just because I mean, I heard it was pretty shitty. And I mean, I don't think I cared about it enough to just like be like, okay, I'm going to watch it regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, this one I probably will see it just because it has Woody Harrelson and I love him. So
And directed by Andy Serkis. So
I know, right? Like that's so interesting.
yeah, I'm gonna be really like seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does.
Yeah, like I was like, what? So yeah, so it definitely has piqued the curiosity more than the first one. And I mean, I like Tom Hardy too, but I don't know if I would want him as Venom. But
Yeah, I feel like if this came out in the early 2000s, like when Daredevil, like the first few Spider-Mans were coming out,
mm-hmm.
I thought it would have been like perfect for that time. Like it
Yeah,
just seems like a little bit of a throwback, which isn't bad because nowadays we're just getting like, multiverse fucking Thanos. So it's kind of cool to see kind of a throwback type of film, but I don't know. I just, kind of like, with it.
you're like meh.
Me.
But we did have some thoughts about Dune that we kind of wanted to talk about today. I feel.
Yes.
Um, just because. So I didn't know that. I mean, I knew that you weren't like super over the moon about it, but you know what I mean. I was. I thought you were still excited for it, but
Yeah.
apparently you're not.
Yeah.
And it's just because you said you're like not that much of a fan, I guess, of
Yeah,
Dennis.
I just don't know
Denny.
the lore of it. So like I'm not, if it was like Lord of the Rings, then obviously I've seen the movies and stuff. So um like I don't know it. I'm not too excited to, because I don't know what I'm gonna get. And a lot of people have been saying it's like Star Wars meets Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, which sounds dope. Like both of those are up my alley.
Yeah.
And it looks cool. I mean, the cast is great. For the most part, I like Denis Villeneuve. Everything he's done. I think his best film, for me, in my opinion, has been Prisoner so far.
Yeah.
I know, like for someone like Ben, he'll say Blade Runner.
Yeah.
So he's very much done a lot of things that a lot of people like. Like I mentioned too in our group, a lot of people love Arrival. So
Yeah.
he's a very like highly regarded director. So like with a property like Dune and this, it's gonna be like bring a certain level of excitement. I
Yeah.
understand that too, but what I was saying too is that I feel like people are just blowing it out of like they're just overhyping this movie,
Right.
and maybe some of those, like we were talking about, some of those people haven't seen the original or read the book. They're just kind of hyping it up because of its potential and also the director.
Right.
Um, but yeah,
Because when you have a director on like him that's directed all these movies, it definitely anything that he comes out with is already gonna come with a fandom. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like that's just like the way it goes. But I think with a complex movie such as Dune, just because it's been done before and it wasn't really great, and like the book is like it's something very in depth. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's gonna be a two-part thing, which already should tell you that yeah, it's a complex story that can't be done in just one go. If
yeah,
you want to do it right, I guess. So yeah, I feel like people are excited for it just because, like you said, the name that's attached to it, and like obviously it looks really cool, and it has an awesome cast. Like the cast
yeah,
is amazing. So all those things, I think, yeah. But I think once the movie comes out, I mean, I hope it does good. Like I do want it to succeed because like I am, the more I see the trailers, the more I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm down for this. I think it looks pretty cool. And like I said, I'm
yeah,
also just really excited for the cast. But I'm not hyping myself up because I know that I have a feeling that it's gonna be one of those movies where like the first time around I watch it, I'm not gonna be super thrilled with it, but like maybe it'll grow on me type of
yeah.
thing, because that's how his Blade Runner was for me. Like I watched it the first time and I was just like, oh yeah, like it was good. But then like the more I watched it, I appreciated it more for what he did with it. So I think maybe that'll happen with Dune. But also, like I had said, I think the ending will probably be very like open ended, obviously because he's still gonna make a second one.
Yeah.
And I feel like since people don't listen or they don't bother and like do research, they're just gonna be like, oh, this just piece of shit, like the ending sucked or
Yeah.
whatever. But I don't know. We have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm glad that you pointed that out too, because just like people are overhyping it, there is going to be those people who are just going to trash it just to trash it.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, oh, like just because it wasn't like a complete story or something, it sucks or something.
Mhm.
I'm definitely like have some interest in it because I again the cast, I like Denis, and then also I'm also in the mood for another like great big epic on screen, and I
Mm.
think this has like everything, like all the ingredients.
Yeah.
And especially with like I'm gonna seek out an IMAX screening of it, so like I can feel that hopefully, epicness. But
Yeah.
again, like you, I'm gonna try to keep my expectations like
In
low, not
check.
low, but like in check, yeah, in check. Um, because maybe this movie isn't for me, maybe it does have its audience or something, but we'll see.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
well,
like it's one of
what
the bigger ones
Yeah,
coming out.
and also what we were liking, sorry, what we were talking about was that I don't know from what source it was, but they were saying that HBO Max told Denis Villeneuve like, hey, like if this movie does specifically well on HBO Max, like we'll give you a sequel. And
Oh.
what I was trying to say in our group chat was that like it sucks that it's come to that. Like they're banking on the streaming numbers instead of like theater numbers. Like
Yeah.
I'm not liking this direction. I think that at least Warner Brothers is going to. because I'm very much, I still want the theater experience to exist. Not saying that this is going to be the end of theaters or whatever, but it's certainly like, I guess, heading in that direction, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would have loved for them to just have like a theater exclusive release for Dune, you know, to that way it could just make as much as money as possible. Like
Yeah.
we've already seen with Shang-Chi, how that was released only in theaters and it did extremely well.
Yeah.
Black Widow and the Suicide Squad weren't, and they didn't perform as well, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like here we have these examples that like, hey, theater only releases, like you're gonna get your best, you know, bang for your buck. Like obviously we're still in this big mess that nobody could have predicted, and like it's still very much a new kind of like, everybody's still waiting to see how things are going, you know, and like,
Yeah.
hey, especially around the holidays, is there going to be like a third variant coming out or something, or another spike and stuff like that? So maybe that's where they're taking precautions because they are a business at the end of it. But I don't know. I just, that just rubbed me the wrong way. How they're like,
Yeah.
hey, if your movie succeeds on HBO Max, the streaming service, we'll get you a sequel, and it's like,
Yeah, I
I
get
don't
what you're
know.
saying. It's like now it's kind of depending on streaming, which
Yeah,
doesn't make sense because I mean, it's kind of like for me, I'm like obviously if you like let a movie just release in theaters, obviously it's going to do better at the box office because that's the only way people can watch it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? As opposed to like letting it out like Malignant, it was like streaming, right? So yeah, in the theaters it hasn't been doing great because people are like, "Well, what the fuck? Like I'd rather just watch it at my house."
yeah.
So unless like it's a movie that people are super super like stoked on watching in theaters, then maybe. But even then, I feel like it's not that much. So yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of shitty that it's kind of come down to this now that it's more depending on how it does streaming first, and then maybe like if you get lucky, it'll come out on theaters. So yeah, I think that's just one of the things that came out of COVID. Like obviously a lot of people were nervous that theaters would kind of like not even make it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just something hopefully like the faster we get things going, like it'll go back to how it used to be, you know, and it was just theater only. But I don't know. This could also be the way of the world now.
Yeah.
It could. So, I don't know.
Like one of my thoughts was that maybe the theaters are only going to be exclusive for like bigger movies now. You know, like for those big blockbuster movies, and like those smaller movies they'll just be like straight to streaming, which kind of sucks too because
Yeah.
like I still have countless memories of like a bunch of films like that I've seen in like Limly. They're like limited release or don't get a
Yeah.
wider release because they're about like A24 or Neon or, you know, one of those studios. But I loved my experience at the theaters with that because I just find myself more connected to it, more to the film, you know. And I
Yeah.
think there's still filmmakers that make and create stories for the big screen, you know, that it's not a big blockbuster, but it's still a story that connects to a lot of people in that, you know, format and that medium. So it's like, I don't know. I think Biff might be right. We decided to just call you Biff, man. Theaters are finished. It's over. COVID won. Bye bye theaters. I mean, I still think even if like it gets worse, which I don't think it will, theaters will still be around for like a long time. Again, maybe just for exclusive like blockbuster ones, but I don't think theaters will ever be, you know,
Extinct.
completely, yeah, extinct.
I mean, and I think this is kind of interesting because it kind of also ties into another conversation that we had with Georgie on the chat about him saying that streaming movies aren't being allowed to go into like Cannes or like film
Oh yeah,
festivals. So I'm kind of thinking, well, shit, like if everything is just like now going to be made for streaming platforms, then they're going to have to at some point,
they
you
changed their
know,
rules or
change
something.
their
Yeah,
rules. But it also kind of sucks because I think we all agreed. Like it's kind of funny because all four of us agreed that streaming movies are not yet at that
yeah,
level to where you could put them up to put them in a competition or a festival like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We have not seen it been done yet. As of yet, there has not been a movie that I have thought like has been good, and it's
With
actually
like a few exceptions, but like we can count those movies in one
yeah,
hand. You know, like
yeah, and
and they
that's
were
what I was
probably
gonna
made for
say.
theaters, but like they just got like released on streaming or something. You know?
And that's what I was gonna say because I was like, you have a. I was also thinking like about Criterion because obviously Criterion is also considered something like really like prestigious and awesome if your movie makes it to it. And I was thinking, I was like, it's kind of interesting that streaming movies have made it into Criterion. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm like, why is that? Now that I think about it, I was like, wait a minute. But then I was like, maybe it just has to do with the director because you think of Marriage Story and you're kind of like,
The
well,
Irishman.
yeah, The Irishman. They're all directors that are kind of seasoned. So I'm like, maybe that had to do with it because yeah, like even with a Marriage Story, I remember thinking it being put in Criterion was kind of a reach for me. Like not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I felt kind of like some way about it. I was like, really? I was like, really? Like you really think
Over
that needs
like
to
his
be
other movies.
right? Like I was like, that's because it was like really fast, and I just thought that was interesting. So yeah, this whole streaming thing I think has kind of I don't know, fuck shit up for people.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I said, we also all agreed that the TV series have been amazing though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Like
what's
only murders in the building. No,
like Only Murders Left in the Building, which I fucked up and I didn't watch. I don't know why. I just completely forgot about it. My bad.
I think you're still like surprised I didn't watch it. Just kidding, John. Like,
No, I swear to God, dude, I didn't watch it. I can't believe it. And Ben didn't remind me. I'm surprised. I think we just like both forgot because, like I said, we watched *Malignant*, and
yeah.
we probably just kind of like were like, oh,
A-
whatever.
And you had a little bit of extra time too, because I had some things to do. I'm telling you.
I know. We could have totally watched it this morning. I don't know what happened. So now
Yeah.
I feel bad because it's usually you that like doesn't watch it,
Yeah.
but now it was me. Ooh. But
But
yeah.
maybe I have a surprise of my own, Audrey.
It turns out he didn't watch *Malignant*.
Maybe I didn't finish it.
Oh no, you have
No, I'm
to
just
finish
kidding.
it. That movie you
no,
have to finish.
no, I did watch something else that you've kind of been telling me, like, oh, you should watch.
What? I get so excited when this happens, but also kind of scared because like what if you didn't like it?
It's on streaming. That's all I'll say.
It's on
It's
streaming?
a
Well,
yeah.
which streaming platform? You have to
It's a
narrow it down.
show.
Oh my god, you watched What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Which how many seasons? How many
The
episodes?
first two seasons.
You did not.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
I
I
was like,
watched the
there's no
first
way.
episode. I watched the first episode last night. Wow, that's the one I was telling you that I was like watching that and the game. But
Oh.
then I just started watching the game because the game last night was fucking bonkers, was crazy. And me not being a fan of the Raiders or Ravens, I was like hooked. I was like, shit, man. Like, but then I watched it properly, and then I watched Early Murders in the Building. But yeah, I want to really dive into watching more shows now because I feel like maybe I don't have enough time to like sit down for like a 2 hour film, but I do
Yeah.
have enough time for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe an hour, you know?
Yeah.
So and I've been hearing a lot of great things, not just from you, but from, like other people and like even a podcast recently that I listened to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched the first episode and I was just dying the whole way through it. Just episode one, the pilot, you know?
Yeah. It's so good, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
a like I think if you like The Office, you'll definitely like it cuz it's like that. That's how I see it. But
Yeah.
obviously it's like even better because they're vampires. So I think yeah, I love that show. I'm happy that you finally started watching it and I feel like since you love the first episode, like you're going to want to keep watching it
Yeah.
cuz yeah, I think that show is pretty easy to like if you didn't like it, you're going to know right away. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Cuz it's just it's what it is. Like that's just how the show is. It's not going to change. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But yeah, that's exciting. Woo, for spooky time. Super excited.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when I was watching, I was like, man, this is a perfect show to be watching right now, you know? And like there
Mhm.
is, and it's not, I think it's 10 episodes each season and they're like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'll have enough to last me to like October and then like I guess hopefully keep watching the third season while it's like, being released. So
Mhm. Yeah, that's the one that I keep waiting for. I'm like, damn it. It always feels like it takes forever. to come out.
It's on Fridays, right? I think I seen like new
Yeah.
episodes streaming Fridays. Okay.
No, because it comes out on TV like FX on Thursdays, but if you have Hulu, yeah, it won't come out until
Oh, the
Friday.
next day.
Yeah, unfortunate. What
What
happened?
happened?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. What happened is you guys don't remind each other what you should be watch the
For the
show.
show, I
That's
know.
exactly what I was thinking. But I was like, we
I
were
we
talking a little bit about like the show, but not about like this show.
Yeah, I feel like we just like kind of like hope that we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That we'll like read each other's minds. I don't know what happened though. Like I'm usually on top of it, especially like since I like that show, but I just completely blanked. And you blanked too, Benjamin, which is the one that wrote this message, trying to hide behind me. But yeah. And Manuel said, "I love the show. I have a crush on Naja. Me too. I love Naja. She's like literally my favorite. I love her. I love her, and I actually really like Guillermo too. He's
The
just so
familiar.
good. Yeah, he's just so good in it.
He's the one that had me cracking up the most, but also the I guess they're a couple, right? Nadia and then the other guy.
Laszlo?
Yeah, that they
Mm-hmm.
had me cracking up, especially like because they both ended up having a relationship with the Baron or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I was dying in that part. I was like, what the hell? And then like he went back to sleep and he said bye to both of them.
I
Like,
know.
I was like, oh man, like just
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm gonna love that show.
they're the best. They're like the couple, but they're just so good. I think Naja's really fighting it. But wait till you get to, is it the second season? Yeah, I think it's the second season where something happens and I'm just like a fan.
Audrey,
I'll let you know.
no,
I'll let you know.
no
I'll let you
spoilers.
know when you watch it. Yeah, no spoilers. But we missed Jordy's comment. I just want to mention it really quick. He asked if we like James Bond.
Do you guys
We
like
discussed James
Bond?
Bond. I mean, come on, who doesn't like James Bond? Just kidding. I actually don't like James Bond.
I was like Audrey. I was like, wait, don't
I was
you
like, I'm
not
just
like
kidding. I
Bond and like
totally don't like Bond. It's not that I don't like him. I just don't. I've never really like cared for him. I didn't grow up watching his movies or anything. Like obviously, I've always known about him because it's famous and iconic. And but yeah, like I can't say that I've seen all the James Bond movies. No.
yeah? I grew up on the Pierce Brosnan movies, so like I was kind of a fan. And then when Daniel Craig's movie started to come out, I think I seen Casino Royale like fairly early on, and then just I was doing my own thing. It was like high school and stuff, so I wasn't really like keeping up with them. So the new Daniel Craig ones, I've only seen Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace, but I do want to catch up for No Time to Die because that one looks really good. But I'm just kind of lost, like I don't know what's going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I like those. I like Mission Impossible movies and stuff, but I wouldn't say they're like my favorite, like I guess franchises. You know?
Yeah. Same thing with Mission Impossible. I don't think I've seen like. I mean, maybe I watched one of them when I was younger, but I don't. I wouldn't know anything about
The first
them.
one, yeah, when I was younger, I think my dad had it. So like the first one was very like I liked it, but I just thought I always thought it was like very futuristic for some reason.
Really? How
Yeah, because they
interesting.
had like I think they still had like the face masks and like just everything were like getting too into, you know.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I don't know.
that's interesting. But yeah, you heard it here first, folks. I think
Yeah.
I had said that before, but yeah, but like Ben loves James Bond, so he can't wait for the new one. And I'm just like, I just want it to come out already so he can watch it.
Yeah. So basically, she said, I just want him to stop talking about
I just want him to say, yeah, because like he's just like over like so excited for it. But yeah, like I know I'm gonna have to like watch it obviously like when I go watch it with him, but I'm probably gonna be super lost.
it.
So,
Yeah.
but
And
you know,
real quick,
mhm.
just something, Audrey, if you can help me out, are you, are you like hearing and like seeing me good?
Yeah, I think right now like a little bit you like kind of glitched, but it was just like a split like second.
Oh, okay. Because I'm kind of like nervous because I was rushing since I was kind of late today, and I didn't plug in my Ethernet cable, so it's just on Wi-Fi. So it's like fuck, like
Fuck.
I don't
Last
want it
time it
to
shut
like
off
mess up.
and it was on Ethernet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, oh shit, guys. So just be prepared. If he like blacks out, you're gonna have to just deal with me. No, I knew he was gonna do that.
I'm
I
just
knew he was gonna do
kidding.
that. I was like, I knew you were gonna do that. You're just gonna freak me out.
I'll just be
Um, I
like
know.
freeze.
We need to have like a game plan just in case that happens because I feel so bad when that happens. I'm just like,
I know,
"Ugh."
me too. I don't like leaving you on your own. I mean, I'm sure you can handle it, but I don't think like that. You can handle it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you're
Well,
kind of
for
just like,
me,
fuck, what did I do? But you did a good job.
I think it's just so weird because like I don't think I watch a podcast where, well, not like a movie podcast where it's just one person. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. I don't know, or podcast for that matter. It's usually two people. Anyways, but yeah.
yeah.
Um,
We
watching
got
from work.
Yep, we got
Yeah.
Eddie S here. He's being a sneaky employee and watching at work. What do you do for work, man? I think we already discussed this, but what do you do for work, man?
Yeah, because I mean, if you can watch during work, that's pretty dope. Like Alex.
Yeah.
Alex always watches from work.
Yeah, Alex, I told him that, the podcast was going to be around 12. He said he's going to try to tune in, but he's probably tied up at work.
So I have a question for our viewers right now that are currently watching, because like Eddie S just reminded me because he's saying he's watching from work. So would it be significantly easier for you guys and better and enhance your experience if we had the podcast on Spotify or like Apple Music? Because we're aware that like not everyone can have YouTube open like all the time to
Yeah.
just have it watching and playing, it's kind of annoying because like you can't check your messages, you can't like do any of that stuff. So we've been like trying to figure out if it would be just significantly easier to just have it available on like a platform like Spotify, or there's like another one, I forgot what it was called.
Apple Podcast.
No, there's another one. I'm forgetting what it's called, but yeah, there's like another platform. Anyways, oh, he's a teacher. Oh, cool. But he doesn't have class right now. Imagine like he like puts it on the. Remember when you used to go to school and they would wheel in the little like
Projector.
projector and you knew
Yeah.
shit was gonna be lit because they were gonna turn off the lights.
Yeah, like hell yeah, that's going to be a
Oh
good ass day.
my god! It was like so cool. Or when they would roll in the TV,
Yeah. That's
dude.
how you knew, like, hell yeah, today we're not going to do anything but watch a movie. Like, hell yeah.
I know, it was so good. Even though sometimes the movie that they would pick, like you were like, wow, this is kind of whack, but
Yeah.
it was still
You
cool.
still like mess around with your friends or something, or, do your own thing.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like one of those political ones, like, I'm just a bill.
Oh,
Those, like,
yeah. You were just like,
they're
what?
brainwashing us to be Democrats and stuff.
Yeah, like they were just brainwashing us from the beginning, from the get go. Nah,
And
YouTube
Biv said
only.
not only YouTube only. Cool, man. That's
Wow,
interesting.
interesting. Yeah, super interesting. Well, I mean, we would want it to be YouTube for the visual, and then we would want to do this audio for Spotify and
Yeah. I mean, to be
Apple.
fully transparent with you guys, I mean, you guys are viewers, so obviously you guys watch us, like the content. So me and Audrey have been planning to put the podcast on Spotify and Apple podcast for a long time. But
Yeah.
so that just as a like another option though. So this version of the show would still exist, and then you guys would have the audio only version if you guys would like to.
Yeah.
Um, but also we've been working on having another version of this podcast, but still having this too. So it's just like a live show, but then like an actual official, more formal, with like actual segments like you guys can follow through each week. You know, so we're still working on that, and hopefully we'll bring that to you guys soon. So you
Yeah.
guys will definitely be seeing more of us
We're
and
working
hearing
on
more of
it. We're trying to get organized.
us. Yeah,
2021 is the year that we get organized, John.
yeah. And then 2022 is when we actually start.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but we're working on it. We're working on it. I think
Yeah.
we need to get like one of those like spreadsheets and have everything like organized and very nice, neatly done. My brain doesn't work like that, but I know yours does.
Yeah, I mean, even the little note that I sent you, like were you able to open it on your phone?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. See, in that one you can like edit too and like add little notes, and we can like.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, I'm so happy that we both have Apple products because it just
Yeah.
makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Apple sponsor us, man.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
So we have Eddie's bag here. Glad to catch you guys live on my break. Thoughts on Steve's message from Blue's Clues. So I think this is probably Eddie S. He has like 2 channels or something because he's like on my break. Or maybe this
Huh?
is another Eddie.
Maybe. Well, welcome, other Eddie.
Audrey, do you want to start with this one?
Actually, I think you should because I think you did you grow up with Blue's Clues?
Oh, so you're calling me like, oh, I'm poor and I didn't have cable? That
No,
I just
because
had to
wasn't
watch
Blue's Clues
lunch?
on cable? I thought Blue's Clues
um,
was on cable.
I thought it was on PBS.
Wait a minute. I
One
thought it
of
was on
us.
cable.
This is the Mandela effect or like parallel universe type of stuff.
As far as I knew, I thought it was on cable because I didn't grow up with Blue's Clues because I didn't have cable. So I grew up with like Barney and Sesame Street and
Sesame
like
Street and Caillou,
Dragon Tales.
Zaboomafoo,
Yeah, exactly.
Zoom.
The Magic School Bus.
Ooh, that was fire.
Yeah. So I grew up with those. I didn't. Yeah, you see?
I was on
It was on
Nickelodeon, so you're calling
Nickelodeon.
me a rich
Yeah,
snob.
you're a Richie Rich. You're like Ben. Ben was a Richie Rich because he always
You
had
remember
cable.
that movie with Macaulay Culkin?
Yes, I do
Where he
remember
had an actual McDonald's inside his house? That was dope. I always wanted that shit.
Yeah, I remember I was like, no way. Yeah, and my dad would always like make a joke like, oh, he's a Richie Rich or whatever, and yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it was on Nickelodeon. So I didn't grow up with Blue's Clues. So unfortunately, that message did not hit as much as it did to other people because I didn't
Yeah.
grow up with him. So if you want, you can take the wheel.
Yeah, I'll pretty much like take the wheel and then like pass it along too because I grew up watching it, but it wasn't like my favorite show.
Yeah,
I don't remember watching it as much. I actually remember watching it more, but when my little cousins were watching it.
yeah,
Um, but I did watch it on my own like a little bit, but I would always like just be playing toys or something, action figures or um, I'd watch definitely like the CW Kids, Yu-Gi-Oh and Mucha Lucha and all the like Static Shock. I'm from that era.
yeah.
Pokemon, obviously. So all the other ones, I mean, I had cable, but I don't know. I just never really watched it all that much. But I
That's
do
what
remember some of it.
I was gonna say that I think Blue's Clues. I think we might have been a little too old for Blue's Clues, like just a little bit. Cause I remember when Blue's Clues really started like getting like big. I think I was a little too old for it. Like I want to say I was, cause like you said, I remember my little cousins being obsessed with it, but they were
Yeah,
like 5 or 6, and I think I was probably maybe like 10 or 9.
yeah.
So I think I just kind of like missed the mark on it, and I just wasn't like into it. So we're old guys, like we're hitting 30.
Like we
So
remember when Monica Lewinsky came out and said, "Hey, the president," not can you imagine?
oh my god, I was like, what? But yeah, no, yeah, so I didn't really grow up with it, but it was still cute. Like I still watched the video, and I was like, oh, that's cute.
I think like we can still like like you said watch the video and appreciate it because I feel like we've been there to a certain degree. Maybe not now, but like hey, like maybe to the audience that he is talking to, like at that age we were going through the same thing. We
Yeah,
still have bills and stuff like that, and if you look at it, it's kind of a broad statement, but it's cool. I mean, it's kind of like a little like for hardcore fans, it was nice that they had that. It was cool.
yeah. So I feel like, for us, like for me, it felt like I still appreciated it because I was like, oh, he looks older. So
Yeah.
it made me kind of sad because I was like, damn, like time has really passed because obviously he's aged and it was a big part of his life, I'm assuming. So yeah, it was still heartfelt.
Yeah, definitely.
Ben says, nope, we were not too old. I grew up with it. That's why I'm so intelligent now. I came out in 1996. 1996. Damn, really? Huh.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, seriously, because I don't I don't remember it that way. I don't know. I think I blame it on the fact that I did not have cable. So,
Yeah.
Blues Clues. He
And then
said
he
Blues
said,
Clues.
"Nope, I was not too old."
Oh no, Eddie S did say that that's not him. It's a different Eddie. So just so we
Oh,
know.
that's cool. Well, welcome, Double Eddies.
Double Eddie. Yeah. But no, and I was telling Ben too, for me, when I was at home, in order to watch cable shows like That's So Raven and Sweet Life with Zach and Cody and stuff like that, I would have to watch them in Spanish.
One of
Like
those.
that's how I would get the channel. Like I would get it through the Spanish channels, and I was like so excited that I knew Spanish because I was like, "Fuck
Dragon Ball
yeah!"
Z.
I know exactly. Yes, and we were also talking about that. I was like, I remember all like my friends, they were obsessed with Dragon Ball, and it's because they show it in Juarez. Like that's one of the ones that they get. So yeah, people are obsessed with like Dragon Ball Z over there and stuff like that. I mean, as well as
Yeah.
here, but yeah, because that's like one of the ones that they show. But that's how I was able to watch That So Raven in Spanish.
Like now I remember that like maybe the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember when Dragon Ball Z was on like Toonami, and
Mm-hmm.
like it was the first time Goku was going to go Super Saiyan, and that was like so hyped up, even though like people forgetting where it's from, but like it's been out, for a while, but
Yeah.
in America they're barely showing it. So it's like I remember that like that was hype, and I was pissed that I had to go to my babysitter because that meant my brother could go home and watch it, and I just had to be like babysat. I was like,
You were like,
fuck.
fuck. Why
I
can't
was
my brother
pissed as a little
babysit me?
kid. Yeah, I was like, man, like this sucks, but it is what it is.
That's so funny, dude. Thinking about the shows like back in the day, but yeah, I didn't really grow up with Dragon Ball, so sorry, I can't relate. Pokemon a little bit, but not that much either. Just because my cousin would watch it.
Real
I'm getting
quick,
iPhone 13s Max.
Biff, what phone do you have right now? That's interesting. I seen Apple's event too. I
Ah,
missed the Apple Watch announcements because my nephew, I was taking care of my nephew, and he decided to act up. So,
damn, you were like, come
um,
on.
I know I'm gonna stick with my 12, man. I'm gonna stick
Which
with
one
my
do I
12 though.
have? I don't know which one I have. I think I have the 12, but I don't have the fancy 12. I have the other, like the just the 12, I
So
think.
yours is like a little block too.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
mean,
sides are like.
yeah,
So you
mine
don't
are
have the three
like,
cameras.
yeah. No, I don't have the three cameras. I
Okay,
have the
that's
two.
cool. I thought you had like an 8.
No, I got the new one. Look, it's green. You can't
Is it
see.
really green?
Yeah,
It looks white.
I know, but it looks like a hit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a mint one.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I'm going
cool.
through a green phase. I don't know why. I just
All
am.
right, guys, real quick for whoever's watching. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but
Oh
most likely
God.
it'll be here. So, Universal was kind enough to send me a copy of the first Purge. So this is coming out. Let me see. They sent me show notes. This is coming out on 4K HD Blu-ray and DVD September 28th.
Oh
So if you
my
guys want a chance to win an actual Blu-ray copy,
God.
just comment, leave an actual comment, not just a live chat. Leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite film of 2021 is so far.
Damn it! No,
And
I was like, you should do like a trivia question.
oh damn, okay.
Let's look up a trivia question.
Yeah, no, well, because then they can look it up too.
Oh, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
it will only be for the live chat.
All right. We have to figure it out. We have to figure
But
that out.
so yeah, it won't just be an actual like a digital code. They're gonna go ahead and actually send you a copy, one of these copies to you. So let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite film of 2021 is, and you guys will be entered to win. And then your copy should be arriving no later than the 15th. I think that's what they said,
Wait a minute. So
of
they're gonna
October.
wait a minute. So they're gonna comment their answer, and then you're gonna like do a draw like later or what?
Yeah, I'll do like
Oh,
a
okay.
I'll go to the one of those random comment selectors, and then like
Ah, okay.
so yeah, just a nice little
Ooh.
little perk there for you guys.
Say it
Just got
again,
the
John. You have a chance to win a Forever Purge Blu-ray. Show it
yeah.
again. Proud.
All right, guys. Again, if you guys want to win an actual Blu-ray copy of the Forever Purge, make sure to comment in the comment section, not the live chat, but the comment section. What is your favorite film of 2021 so far? And you guys will be answered. And I'll select the winner by next week. This time next week. So on the live podcast next week, I'm gonna announce a winner, and then
How
yeah,
exciting.
you'll give me your address. I'll send it to them, and they're gonna send you the copy, and it should be arriving to you guys no later than the 15th, or around the time it comes out, which is like September 28th. So
How exciting, guys. Go do it now. I'm going to enter shit. I haven't seen that movie, so I'm going to enter. I'm just going to use an alias.
damn.
Like, this is not Audrey. That's the username.
All yeah, like all like obvious. I thought you had the 8. So disrespectful.
I'm used to
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Audrey. I
used to
didn't
it.
no disrespect.
Just kidding. I think we should also announce, because I kind of mentioned it to you yesterday, but
Oh
I think we should
yes,
also announce that we will be having our Halloween special this year as well. For those of you who are new and weren't here with us last year, me and John and Ben joined us for that one too. We did a Halloween special where we played trivia. We were on live and we played a trivia game with our followers, and there was prizes, and it was a whole lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We were like drinking and eating and just
we were
shooting the
dressed up.
shit. We dressed up. Yes, we did dress up. So we're gonna do the same thing this year. And I'm really excited because I really had fun that day and I thought it went really well.
Yeah,
And like I said, we do have prizes for the trivia. This year we're probably gonna. I want to like see if I can find a better way to do the trivia. I'm not sure. I don't know because it's a little hard when you do it like live. But yeah, we'll definitely have movie trivia. Obviously, it'll be related to scary movies.
yeah.
So yeah,
It's gonna be
I'm
our
excited.
second annual Scarathon. I'm just kidding. I don't
Scarathon
know.
with the real talk. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I think last year we did a really cool like thing because we did that and we did the Halloween challenge, I guess. The one that I did with
Oh
like the
yeah.
movies.
Hmm.
We did that and that was a lot of fun too. I don't know if we'll do it again this year. We might. I don't know. We haven't
We'll think
discussed
of
that.
something. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
there'll be something, some sort of content for us on Instagram, hopefully TikTok too.
Yeah, we really loved doing that for Halloween, and like I said, John usually has like a code or two that he can give away. And then last year I had like an original painting that I did of Sam from Trick or Treat, and one of the first place winner won that. So I'll be doing the same thing this year. I plan on painting another original that
Damn.
I'll be giving away. So
Ghost face. If you do a ghost face, Audrey, you have to do 2 of them for me. One
no,
for me and one for
I
like the winner.
can't. I know, right? Yeah, for real. I don't know. I might. You guys can like also like that's a good idea though. Like so you're saying Ghostface. So like you guys can type in the chat right now or on the comments. It would be better because they won't erase. Of who you would want to see, like a horror icon. So Ghostface, John's a Ghostface, or it could be like Michael Myers, or it could be like
Oh, that's a
Freddy.
good one too.
Yeah, so I'll pick from the list and then yeah, it'll be a surprise though. So
Or we
you'll
could
have to
probably
tune
make a
in.
poll on like Twitter and Instagram and even TikTok. But
Yeah.
I just thought of Scream because it would be like pretty cool because it's like the 5th one's coming out, but also Halloween Kills is coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Or I could just go like super obscure. I'm just kidding. And like
Pinhead,
do someone that no one. I love Pinhead, dude. He's on my list. I
yeah,
actually do want to paint him at some point. But Ben said Jigsaw cuz that's his favorite. So,
Billy,
yeah. So that'll be exciting. I'm really excited. I'm thinking also of my costume ideas already. So,
yeah. Me and Cindy are too. We gotta, and she told me the other day too that we gotta decorate, but we really have to get our costumes down. And yeah, do you guys have pumpkin patches over there?
yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. But Ben never wants to go to them.
Why not?
He says that they're boring. I think because he said he went one time and he just didn't have a good time. I guess I don't know. But I told him that with me
Damn.
it would be different because like I would get into it. Like I'm gonna go dressed as like fucking pumpkin over here. Like I'll wear like a Halloween everything, and like
Yeah,
I'll get into it. But I think if you're like a couple, like you have to do it once at least because
yeah.
it's a cute date idea. So
Me and Cindy did it last year, and I had fun. I think it was like my first one. I'd never been. I actually know like my first one that was like I don't know actually, because I went to one with my brother and my nephews, which
Mm.
was pretty cool.
But you know
Um,
what? The pumpkin patches in California are fucking nice. And I think we discussed this before. Because the ones in California have like little like rides and like little like
mazes,
mazes and shit. Over
games,
here,
food.
they're kind of like bare bones.
Yeah,
But I think it could still be fun. Because I do like carving my pumpkins. So yeah, I think I want to
that's
do
where we
that.
got the pumpkin that we carved.
Yeah. Did you do like a special pumpkin or was it just like a jack o' lantern? Or did you do like a design? Like
No,
another
we didn't. We
design?
just like the scary face.
Yeah. Me too. I love the classic look. I love the classic looking like pumpkin. So that's like
Because
my
like
fave.
even with that, I had trouble with it. So it's like in doing like a fucking all out like I don't know like a
Design.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
fuck, like how'd you guys do that? Like damn, like
You gotta
laser.
have you gotta have some tiny little tools.
Yeah, to perfect it.
Yeah. But anyways, I think if you don't have anything else, we can jump into Malignant now. Since we're already kind of
Yeah,
talking about the spooky stuff.
I'll just say real quick my review for only
Oh
murders
yeah.
in the
Shit.
building,
Yeah. I keep
episode
forgetting.
5. It's
Woo.
called Twist. I just think this show like I think up until now like each episode kept getting better and better and like kept you at the edge of your seat. But I feel like this one it doesn't slow down, but it's like it kind of I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but I liked it still. And then again, it was still funny. It still kind of furthers the plot, but I did think it was kind of like a pit stop, if that makes sense. You know?
Oh no, because I felt like with this show it was barely starting to pick up speed.
Yeah,
Because I felt like the first episode and the second one were kind of slow, and then I was like, okay, now we're really getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere because we're getting answers to questions that we had. And now you're saying that it kind of slowed down, so that's kind of interesting. I wonder if they're gonna kind of do like a whoosh, like where it like stops and then it goes whoop and then it stops and then whoop.
well, like it definitely answered questions,
Mm-hmm.
um, and like I guess like it did further the plot. I just felt like it was a bit more like slower than
Yeah.
the other ones. I don't know why. Maybe again, I don't want to say like something because it didn't.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah, I mean I liked it. Again, it's I don't know. Don't
Yeah.
listen to me, Audrey.
Well, no, I mean, I can see, I can understand what you're trying to say. Like,
Yeah,
it's one of those things where, like, you still like it, but you just feel like it kind of, like, slow down the pace of it. Which
yeah,
sometimes there's nothing wrong with that because it gives you a chance to kind of, like, let it marinate before something really bad happens or something, like, crazy happens? So maybe that's what's going to happen with this one. I
yeah.
don't
The next one should be really good though.
know. Yeah. Oh, really?
And yeah, it's not just 6 episodes because you know how it tells you like when they're gonna be like released. There's a
Mm-hmm.
seventh one now. I was like, ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna look at the Wikipedia to see if they announced how many episodes it's gonna be. I think
Yeah,
it's
because
probably gonna be 10.
I'm really curious. I want to say 9. I'm going to say 9. So you say 10, I say 9. Let's see who wins.
25. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
What would you do?
I'd be like, what?
um.
Who? ¿Qué? I think
Oh, what?
it's
In
canceled.
September 2021, the series was renewed for a second season. That's interesting. We thought it was going to be like a limited
Wow.
series, right?
Yeah, we all did. All of us in the chat were like, this shit's
Wow.
going to be, or we were hoping that it was going to be a limited series because we could totally see it that way.
Yeah.
But Georgie was the one that compared it to another show where he said that it was kind of the same basis and they made it like an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going to do that. They're going to become like podcasters that are going to be talking about
Like
creepy
every
shit.
season will be like a new murder or something.
Maybe. I mean, like I said, even if it is that, I'm down because it'll be kind of like Sherlock Holmes, kind of.
Or the Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
No, just kidding.
but I'm kind of like, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
it is. And it's 10 episodes. The last
know.
episode will be released October 19th.
Damn. So it's 10 episodes. Damn, it's gonna go by fast.
Yeah.
I need to watch it. I'm gonna watch
We're
it
already
as soon as
halfway
I
there.
finish this. I'm gonna watch it. I'm
She's
gonna
like, "Come
watch
on,
that.
hurry up, John. I want to look."
Yeah, I'm like, all right, can we speed this up? I'm just kidding.
But yeah, no. I mean, now we can pretty much go on to. Hold on, let me see.
Shout out to John's shirt though.
Oh yeah.
I love his shirt.
Shout out
What
to
is
my girl Cindy.
does it have
Thank
like
you so much.
the book? Like pages like it looks like writing of the book.
Yeah, I think so. It's like writing.
Mm, that's so cool. Shout out to
Jack's
Ben.
a dull boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like what that's my magnet. That's what I have on my magnet. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say shout out to Ben because he got me this one too. The little
Damn.
meow house. If you like Bauhaus with cats.
Well, Cindy got me this off the WB lot when she went to the Friends tour.
Wow.
So this is from W. No,
This is from Sweden. I'm just kidding.
Oh, imagine.
No, it really is.
Oh shit.
It took like I think he said it took like 3 weeks to get here, like 2 weeks. But yeah, cause I didn't know. But yeah, I really like the spooky shirts. I have a thing for spooky shirts, but I like that one. I don't have a shining one. Wait, I do have a shining one. I have a yellow one.
Yeah.
But mine's more basic because I got it from like what's it called? FYE. I didn't get it from the actual movie studio.
And she got me a pin
A
too,
pen?
and it says like writer, because I think it says like director and all this stuff, and she got me a writer one.
That's
which
cool.
is so dope. Yeah,
That
I
is
can't
really
wait to
cool.
write with it.
I can't believe you haven't wrote with it yet. You should just use it to write your checks. Just kidding.
Yeah. Imagine, fuck, I wish.
That is really cool though. I want to go so bad to Universal Studios. Are you guys gonna go to Horror Nights?
I would like to, but I don't think we're gonna go.
Why?
Just because I don't think it's on our budget. To be
It's a
perfectly
little
honest.
expensive, right? It's like
And you have
70, 80
to-
bucks.
Yeah, and then I would love to go and get the fast passes. To be
Yeah.
perfectly honest, because it's not worth it if you have to wait like fucking hours for like a 5-minute maze.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna go. I mean, we could. It's just definitely a possibility, but I don't think we're gonna go.
I think that's interesting that there's a wait like that long for a maze because you're just walking. Like it's not like a ride where you have to like get in the car and then they like buckle you in. Like no, like they literally just kind of like you're just walking. So like I would say like at least a minute buffer and then just walk on through. Yeah, I'm thinking too same, John. I want those fast passes. Oh.
Yeah, man, it's it'll be more expensive but worth it. And also that's one of the worries too. I mean, I just seen like what was an event that recently just happened? Oh, the game I was watching yesterday at Las Vegas, it was packed. The stadium was packed. I'm like, damn, like I don't know if it's like worth it still, like. And then especially with the maze, it's a tightly concealed space. I mean, I still risk it all going to the movies, because it's another tight space and stuff. But I don't know. It's still like,
And Ben didn't like it also because of what he said. He said, I saw a lot of actors in face masks. Which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Imagine you see like fucking like Ghostface
like
with a mask, with a surgical mask. Like that wouldn't be scary or anything.
Yeah.
I'm really bummed though because this is the year that I actually would be really interested in going because they have some really cool mazes. Like they have the Exorcist one, they have a Beetlejuice one, and then they have they had the Haunting on Hill House one, which I wasn't like whatever about, but I definitely did want to go because they were gonna have some like throwbacks. So,
yeah.
It's a shitty thing, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. There's always next year.
Yeah, that's the thing that like it's gonna be a thing, and then I'm pretty sure there's some throughout because like I think I researched some of them, and there's like horror mazes throughout the year, and also like these really gnarly ones where like you have to sign a waiver.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
So it's like if you really crave to do something like that, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find it.
Those are like torture ones. Fuck.
Yeah, those are people who like probably like sexually into that shit.
Yeah, did you ever end up watching Hell House on Shudder? Remember I like told you to
Hell
watch
House?
it?
Oh
Hell
no.
House.
No, I thought you meant Hill House. I was like, no, yeah, but no.
You
I don't
never
think
watched
so.
Hell House?
No.
You should watch it.
What is
I
it
really
about
like
again?
it.
Is it a maze or something like that?
It's about this group of friends that they like make a horror maze, like a haunted house thing, but shit goes south. It's a two-part series actually. Um
Okay.
but I actually was really really into it. Like when I found it on Shudder, it was really cool. It gave me like Blair Witch vibes.
You know what? Is that the one that keeps coming out on my thing for Shutter? Hold on. You said
I'm sure.
Hell
Hell
House?
House. Uh-huh. LLC.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, LLC. Oh no, no, it's a different one.
Yeah.
But Shutter Loki has some. I'm thinking about getting Shutter.
I get
There's a
Shudder.
second one.
Yeah, there's a second one. There's a two-part, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
duh. There's a
But
second sequel. I'm sorry. Coming out. There's a third one, Audrey.
oh, there's a third one coming out?
I guess it said it was released September 2019.
The third one?
Yeah.
I don't know about the third one. I've seen the first and the second, but I don't know about the
Oh,
third
okay.
one. I should watch the third one though if it came out. I'd be down. I really enjoyed it though. It gave me definitely like creepy vibes for, and like I said, Shudder I think is a must like during this time.
Yeah.
Cause I do like challenges where I watch like a lot of scary movies, so I think it's worth it just cause they have some pretty obscure ones. I want to watch one of their like originals. I haven't yet, but I want to watch one of their originals just to see
Yeah.
like
I like
how
bizarre
it
and
is.
bonkers.
Yeah, like I'm kind of like, oh, this could be really, really bad or really, really good.
Yeah.
But I definitely do need to watch one of those.
Didn't we watch one yet last year, or maybe it was just me? I think it was called like the Beach House, or it was about a beach house.
Oh, was that the original? Was that an original? A
I
Shudder original?
I think it was. Was it called the Beach House?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that one was trippy.
The Beach House film. What the fuck? It's a 77 Italian, a 1977 Italian film.
No, it was. Oh, what was it called?
Oh yeah, well, it was called the Beach House. Oh yeah, distributed by Shutter. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so then I did watch something. Huh.
That one was like, I remember, gnarly, like body horror type of
Yeah,
thing,
it
right?
was weird. I remember being like, what the fuck? To be honest, I don't really remember how it ends, but I remember being like, oh, like this is interesting. But I don't think I probably liked it that much because obviously I don't remember.
But with that being said, transitioning to
Malignant.
Malignant.
Yeah,
James Wan's,
Malignant.
again, a long anticipated return to horror, um, which I didn't really know was going to come. I didn't know it was going to do something until now. This movie was going to be part of the whole like HBO Max deal. You know, I was like, oh, okay, cool. James Wan's film is coming out, and then I seen the trailer, and I was like, all right, seems like interesting enough. I thought it was going to be a more of a kind of along the lines of a Conjuring type of film, but just like a different like characters or something like that. You know, like an entity type of stuff. And so far, I've been hearing nothing but like very mixed things. Like either
Mm-hmm.
very great like reviews and saying great things, and then just like, hey, this movie was a fucking comedy fest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm very much interested to see where you fall on this, Audrey.
um. Uh.
I think I know what you're
I'm
gonna
trying to
say.
figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how to put it in words. Um. I can't say that I liked it, but I can say that it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, I
Yeah.
guess. I didn't have high hopes for it, but I was very adamant in watching it. And you can ask Ben because Ben was not. And I was like, I have to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Just because I heard that the ending was worth it. So I was like, all right, whatever. Whatever. I think it had some good elements to it that I enjoyed. But then just as that, like, there was some things that I hated. And I was just like, oh, like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're going to go campy, go campy. Like, I'm talking like campy, like creep show campy. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna try and like kind of like take it like more serious, and then like like take it more serious. But I feel like for James Wan, it definitely felt like a movie of his. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, this definitely has his like touch to it, just because like the music and like the comedic elements to it. It was just, I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. But like I said, there were some redeemable things about it that I liked. I liked the aspect. Like I liked the well. Are we gonna do like a spoiler? Is it gonna be
We'll do
spoilers?
spoilers in a little bit, so that way
Oh, okay.
.
This is just first thoughts.
Yeah, first thoughts.
Um, but yeah, I thought the last like the third part of the movie was really good. Like I really enjoyed the third part of like the last part. But like at first I was just kind of not. It was kind of slow. I was kind of bored with it to be honest. But then
Yeah,
it like once it like picks up, I was invested and I wanted to know where this was going, which I
yeah.
think is important for a horror movie. Um, but yeah, what about you? Where do you fall
Um,
on this spectrum?
I think I fall in the sense of I,
You
I.
see?
The more I think about it, like the more okay, like for me, I think I started off the same way as you, where like it started off and I was like where what is this? Like it was almost comical in a sense, and I was
Yeah.
like, damn, like I can see why people are saying this is a comedy film or something, or this movie was ass or whatever. But I'm not sure what it was about it. Like I when it ended, I was like, fuck, I really, really like that movie. Like
Hmm.
it's not like Conjuring level. It's not like, like these new modern horror,
Yeah.
movies. And I thought it was like you said, campy, and I thought it was just like if this movie was like I think this movie was inspired by like 80s kind of like
Yeah.
90s horror,
Mhm.
and I was so glad it wasn't like this. Oh fuck, that's like kind of spoiler
Spoilers.
territory. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I get
Um.
what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like so, I think the just as the movie progressed, I like understood what it was trying to go for. I guess, or maybe just what I thought it was going for. So I just really had fun with it. Like I thought it was a really fun movie. Like when certain things start to happen, I was like, okay, like I can get with it. So I think I had more fun with it than horror. Um, and I'm just glad it was like a horror. I don't know. It was just this weird experience I had with it, and I really
Yeah.
liked it. So
Yeah.
I feel like in watching it in theaters, I would have liked it even more.
Mhm.
Um, but I can definitely see like why people think this because in some scenes I was like, oh my god, really? Like
Yeah.
in some scenes I was laughing at the fact like that certain things happened, and
Mhm.
even the twist at the end. After a bit, I like it was one of the twists that I saw like, okay, well, if this happens, then that means this. And I was okay,
Yeah.
whatever. And I just started watching the movie, and then it ended up being something like that. I was okay, I can see why. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I definitely would just tell people to go into this wanting to have fun, at the movie,
Yeah. Yeah.
or in your home. So it's definitely not like a horror film, but
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed it. It's an entertaining film. Again, it's nothing like surprising or groundbreaking, but I don't
Yeah.
think it was trying to be like that. I think it was just James Wan trying to do this certain movie. So, but yeah, if you expect a horror movie, I think that's when you're going to be let down.
Mhm. Yeah, and for me, you see, the reason why I wouldn't put this in the column of me like going back to it and liking it, being a fan of it, is just because there are some horror movies that are really campy and really bad, but they're still fun and they're still like entertaining, like you said. Because yeah, I have a bunch of those movies that I can think of that I'm like, yeah, like that's a terrible movie, but I still will watch it because it's just fun.
Yeah,
It's so bad that it's good, which is
yeah,
only something that horror can do. And I feel like for this one, it wasn't that entertaining for me to want to go back and rewatch it. You know what I mean? It was
yeah,
entertaining enough for me to sit through it and finish it and be like, okay, like I watched it. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't want to like buy it or have it in my collection. I don't
mm,
think.
yeah,
Who knows? Maybe along the line I will go back and rewatch it, but I don't see it me having it doesn't have that rewatchability for me. And that's really important for me when it comes to horror movies sometimes, especially when they're more campy like that because I'm like, well yeah, like you watch them to have fun and like just get like creeped out for a few seconds, but this one didn't even have really like you said like elements of like really really like scary like elements. I didn't think
yeah.
so. So,
Yeah, I think like when it was trying to go for like I don't even know if it was like even trying to go for scares.
mhm.
Like I can't think of a scene where like, oh, that was like a jump scare, or I don't know. It was definitely like it's
We're
definitely
like,
this
we
this
look like we're
experience.
perplexed. We're like, I don't know. The movie was weird. I'm glad Alex is in the chat because Alex was gonna watch it along with us
Let me
too.
see. He said, "Yo, I hated the first hour so much, and then it got really fun. Ending was lame, acting was meh, score sucked. I actually really like that little cover they did of "Where's My Mind."
Really? I
It's
thought
like
it was.
yeah, like
It's kind of overdone though. I feel like every movie does that now. Just like when they want to be like, you know.
that's one of the times where I was like, why is this playing? Or like
Yeah.
when I guess I do remember some parts where it was like going for a scare, but like maybe the movie wasn't, but the score was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
kind of took me out, or like I was just kind of like, okay, like that's a moment where it's like it's supposed to be shocking or scary, but it's not, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like for me, I was just like a little heavy-handed. I agree with Alex. I think the score kind of sucked. It was just not at the right place. Like it was so weird. Like something would happen and then you would just have this like score out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And like kind of like synthy. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
even like an ominous like creepy score. It
Ooh,
was
like
just
or
like
something.
yeah, it was all synthy and like made me want to like fucking like dance. Like it was just weird. It was weird.
But it didn't
Um
make you want to dance.
it did
Nah,
make
I'm
me
just
want to dance.
kidding.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
favorite horror movie was Jennifer's Body starring Megan Fox. I remember bits and pieces of that, man. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I do know that movie has like its cult following.
Yeah. I think one of those movies, I think that movie in particular kind of just gets better with age.
Yeah. I think so. I think maybe since we're talking about that, I think that's a good example of like fun campy
Yeah.
horror.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Cool. Cuz I
Exactly.
remember some of it and I do remember it being like that, but I got to rewatch it. Definitely I don't want to say she's having a resurgence in film cuz like she's
No, she's just having a resurgence because she looks amazing and she's like dating
Machine
Machine Gun
MGK.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool that
Um
they brought up it was her and Courtney. They brought their mans out for like the Met
people are
Gala or
losing their
whatever.
minds over
Oh
that.
no.
Like everyone's like, "Oh my god." Like,
I just thought it was
what?
funny.
Yeah. Like I was like, "What is this?" I felt like I was like in 2000s. Like it was weird cuz I was like you I think of like Travis and I connect him to like my childhood because growing up Blink
Blink.
182 was just like a big fucking deal. I don't know, it was
Yeah.
weird. I was like, what's happening? Like they're just having a resurgence, which is kind of nuts, but whatever.
Yeah.
um yeah, and I'm telling you, I love campy movies, and this is like one of the things that me and Ben were talking about because Ben was just not into the movie at all. Like he was just like, ugh, like why am I
Yeah.
sitting through this? And I told him, I was like, so you don't really like horror movies? And he's like, no, I do. He's like, but I don't think I really like campy horror movies, which I can understand. Because
Yeah.
like me, I love like fun ones, and like that's why like I love like Chucky, or I love like Night of the Demons, or shit like that, because I think it's just fun. Creep Show, like all those movies are fun to me. They're not like I don't put them on to be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a
Yeah.
good time with elements of horror. So with this one, that's what I'm saying. Like this one was just like if I could put like the third part into like a different movie and just like forget about the first half, because I really didn't like the first half. And her
Yeah.
wig was terrible.
Yeah, because I was like, where have I seen her before? And I remember doing a review when we first started where she was in it. I was like, oh, she's the girl from the Mummy, and I think she's a blonde. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was kind of taking me out. So that kind of takes me to spoiler territory. So we'll start talking spoilers right now. So if you guys haven't seen Malignant,
Malignant. Uh-huh.
yeah, I keep throwing like a hard G or
Yeah,
M
you do like a E.
Malignant.
I think you put an E in there.
Yeah.
Malignant.
Um we're gonna be talking spoilers, so we're gonna like do this, and when we do
Spoilers,
this again,
spoilers.
that means it's the spoilers are done. So if you guys just want to mute it or whatever, or
Dude,
just catch
I can't wait for like one day when we have like an actual set, we can have like a sign
like
in the back that says
we can make it
spoilers,
blink.
and we'll make it blink. That'll be when we're like actually together again, when we're reunited.
Yeah, that would be pretty
But
cool.
yeah, spoilers. So spoilers. leave if you haven't seen Malignant and you want to watch it.
So Ben agreed towards the end. He was enjoying it more. The twist was decent and something new and fun. I would definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
But going off the thing I said with the wig, again, spoilers. Whenever we would see this creature, I'd just be seeing her, like her with her hair.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, it looks the same.
Yeah.
So especially with the whole like her husband hit her against the head, she kept doing this, and
Yeah.
and especially the beginning where you saw the little sock with the panda bear.
Yeah.
I was starting to connect things. I was like, okay, what if it's just her,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't know that this thing was still sort of inside her,
Yeah.
So
Basically
that was pretty
attached.
cool. Yeah, it's still attached. That was pretty cool. I don't know what you thought about it.
And that was our conundrum. Like throughout the whole movie, we were kind of like, it looks like a girl, but they kept calling it Gabriel.
Yeah,
So we
Gabriel.
were like, they were just throwing us off. But we were like, it looks like a girl, like the actual thing it is. Which I mean, obviously, as we know, it turns out to be her. Spoilers. But yeah, it looked like we were just kind of like, it's a girl. So I was like, it's probably like one of like her shadow self or like an evil twin, which obviously. But yeah, I thought that was like a kind of like a tell from the beginning. I will
Yeah.
say that I was very like happy with the fact that they didn't go, I guess, supernatural, because I
Yeah.
was like, if this is going to be a supernatural thing, I'm kind of like ugh. But the fact that it wasn't, I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the thing too, that the trailers kind of advertise that like there's
Mhm.
something like sort of a demon that she thought she had like a best friend from like when she was a child and stuff like that. But the fact that it's an actual like entity, like more and more, like there was more evidence shown that it was
Mhm.
actual like person, that he just probably had like supernatural abilities or some shit. I was very much digging that fact, and then like when it was revealed that it was her, I was like, okay, like this makes more sense, like because I'm kind of not tired of it, but just I feel like it's all been done before with the
Done.
whole
Yeah.
supernatural and demons type of thing, especially with James Wan with the Conjuring and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and Insidious. I just wanted something new, and I think that's why I enjoyed it, because I mean, again, we've seen stuff like this, but it's like a newer movie and stuff like that. So I think that's why I enjoyed it. And I guess as the ride progressed in the movie, like um, I enjoyed it more and more.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. Like I think I'm kind of over like the supernatural aspect of it. Um but I thought it was a good twist. So overall I was happy with that, and it reminded me of Voldemort. When I saw
yeah,
it, I was like, "Oh shit, he looks like Voldemort when he's like his little hands." I
yeah,
was like, "Oh, he's kind of cute." But yeah, it was an interesting story. I thought like it did make sense the way they tied it in, the fact that he could control her thoughts. I mean, I thought that was kind of cool. Um, and the body horror aspect of it, I thought was pretty dope too. Like when she's
yeah,
kind of like
contorting like
contorting.
backwards, I guess.
Yeah, but I will agree it did look a little silly. I could see why people would be like laughing, because yeah, like there are times where it looks kind of funny.
Yeah,
But me and Ben were saying like, how why does he know how to fight so good? Like that scene where he's like taking out all the cops. We're
yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, why is he such a good fighter?
Like, wasn't it dormant all this time? Like,
Exactly. I was like, so much for being dormant. Like he
yeah.
comes out like guns blazing, and he's like fucking knows how
Maybe
to
she was
fight.
watching the John Wick movies and he was just like observing
He
it
was
magically.
observing it inside of her. Yeah, I thought all of that was like kind of like funny, but I still enjoyed it. I liked that those like scenes. I thought they were fun and entertaining.
Like when everything would change around her, I thought that was pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's
One thing.
definitely,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
just real quick, I just thought there's definitely like little things, elements that he added. Like you said, you could tell it's a James Wan film that I really enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I was gonna say is like I did think it was a little interesting that I didn't think it was that gory.
No,
Like they
there's
wouldn't
just
really
like,
show the killings, like a little bit, but not really.
yeah, like not too much into it. Like there's like a few bone breaks here and there, but not like every other kill,
Yeah.
And yeah, like there's that one where when he first gets that spear statue or whatever, and starts like beating up the girl, you don't see that. It's just kind of like
Yeah.
the one that you
Yeah.
do see that was pretty cool is the one that was by that red light sign. He just kind of like took off like half his face or something, and then like I think first he slit his throat and then
Oh.
like took off
Yeah.
like this, and then when the guy actually finds him, or when the two cops go and find him, you can actually see it a little bit,
Yeah.
but it wasn't too
Yeah.
much in focus, like.
Yeah. Like it was to the point where I was like, is this even rated R? Like it didn't feel like it was rated R.
No, I definitely felt PG-13,
Yeah. Like I
even
could
though
show
it
this
was
to
R, but.
like I could show it to like a little kid.
Well, fuck, Audrey. Like, I wouldn't do it, but I mean.
Ben's probably like, fuck, I'm not leaving you alone if we ever have a kid.
So, what are you going to show them?
I know. I don't know. I didn't think like it was that like gory. I was expecting it. I thought it was gonna be more along the lines of like a Cronenberg type of thing where it was just gonna be super like
Oh,
gory and like
yeah.
body horror type where it's just like super gnarly. But I mean, it was cool. I think it still gave enough to where you were like, oof, but not too bad.
I feel like Juan isn't really about the, like, that
Gore.
type of,
Yeah.
gore, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
And I
cool.
I mean, like the face of the little like twin or whatever. Do you think it was CGI? Because I could tell like the way she was moving and stuff, obviously. But like, it would have been cool if that
It
was
was practical.
practical. It would have
Yeah.
looked cool. It would have looked way cooler. I thought. Um, but yeah, even like towards the. Oh, Alex said. Let me see what Alex said. I also hated the cinematography, to be honest, but towards the end, I was into the movie. It was really entertaining and had a cool concept. So he gave it a 6.8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I would agree with him. I don't know, again, about the rating, because we all have our
Yeah.
own ratings and stuff like that, but it definitely didn't get a heart from me. But
It's like, yeah, no, you're not
but
getting a heart.
I think I'm glad that I had fun with it. Like that's it. Like
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like, I thought the face was at least half practical. I mean, I kind of thought so too, but I don't think so.
I
I
think
don't know.
maybe in some parts, but just because like, especially in the last scene in the jail or whatever they were, wherever they were, I think it was dark, so you couldn't really
Yeah.
tell
I thought
if
that
it
shit was
was.
pretty funny. That like end scene where he's like trapped in the jail and he's like, no. I don't know why I thought it was really comical.
Oh yeah, when she like
Yeah.
imprisons him.
Yeah, I was just kind of like you see what I mean? Like I think little things like that make it like you're just kind of like why? Like that's not to me that like it doesn't make it scary or anything. Like it's too literal. And
Yeah,
for me, I can always like appreciate when people are literal, but when people are too literal, it kind of bugs me, especially when it comes to movies. Which is why I think I love like David Lynch and shit like that because I've always been more of like a leave it up to me to
yeah,
figure out. You know what I mean?
yeah. See, that's
Um,
why. Real quick, you haven't seen Relic, huh?
yeah, I did the one with the creepy old lady.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I was gonna say, see, that's why I think you'd like Relic, but I think that one too, you're just kind of like, like meh about it.
I think because the beginning was for that movie, I mean, it was like also really slow. Remember,
Yeah.
like I remember it being really slow, and the ending was pretty cool, kind of creepy from what I remember. I don't. I need. I should probably. I would have to watch it again, but
Yeah.
but yeah, just like I don't know. It was. This movie does make me laugh, and I like. There's like parts where I was also just like, "Wow, that shit looks really funny." I'm trying to think of another part that I was laughing at.
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
oh no,
You
just
go.
real quick, I just thought about like, well, fuck, talk about having baggage. Like, how are you gonna fucking if she's trying to date or something?
Oh,
Like,
I
how
know,
are you gonna
right?
say that? Like, how do you start off with like, hey, so
I have an evil twin, like on the back of my head
yeah,
about that, and
it
the
can
fact
come
that it
out
just, yeah, ugh.
whenever, but
And then like I was like, okay, like her first husband was just like throwing her around. Like that first time that he smacks her and like that makes supposedly the twin wake up or whatever. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, like
That was a bit
okay.
cringy in the beginning. I was
Yeah.
just like,
Cause it was just like out of nowhere. Like they gave no backstory, like
yeah.
literally no backstory to the husband or to their relationship. Obviously, like further down the line, they say that yeah, he was abusive, which we picked up on. But to have something like that happen in the first few minutes of the movie just doesn't work because you're just not connected to it, and it just seems
Yeah.
silly. It just seems kind of silly. So yeah.
Did it make you fall asleep, John? Yes, it did.
Ooh, getting called out. Getting called out
It
didn't
was
make
late
you
at
fall asleep.
night, and it was interesting because the first part, like when I first started watching it, I was wide awake. But I think because it was like so slow and like kind of like this weird, like I don't know, intro, that's what made me fall asleep. But I felt like if it was another movie where it was just constantly like, engaging and have you like, oh shit, okay, this is, I think I wouldn't have fallen asleep. So I blame the movie, the first half.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I can agree with you that like I think we all agreed that the beginning was just kind of like ugh.
Yeah.
It was too slow, but overall, I mean, oh, sorry. If you have HBO, and I mean, I don't know if I would recommend it.
Um, I mean, I think I would, but just again, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, hey, if you're trying to get scared or you want to watch a horror movie, this is not the one. If you're just trying to have a fun time and watch something silly and entertaining, then yeah, go for it.
Like I would have it on the background as like a background noise, maybe like when I'm decorating or like if you're having like a party.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know.
did the trailers make it seem more like horror? Like it was going to be
Yeah,
more? Yeah, I think that's
yeah,
what the trailer is like. But it's kind
yeah,
of hard to market something like this if you did really think about it.
yeah.
Like,
The
I don't know.
trailers made it seem like it was gonna be more into the supernatural. Like you were gonna
Yeah,
have like a conjuring type of situation where it was gonna be like a demon or some sort. But but yeah. And I mean they don't really understand you don't really like get an answer as to why that happened. I mean you do. But it kinda made me feel like there had to have been a like another reason why he came out that way. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because the mom was like, "I'm so sorry. I should have kept you or whatever." So I was just kind of like, did she, so like why? Like what's happening? But like they do tell you in the movie that she was raped and she was really young, so maybe like I don't know if like that
Maybe
had
the
anything to do
guy's
with it.
like seed was like, I don't know.
You could go really, yeah, like then you would make it into a sequel.
Yeah.
You see, that's how sequels happen. Probably the directors are like talking and they're like, "Bro, we should totally make a
What
sequel."
if?
I know. I would recommend it. It's cool if you're bored as shit and you're trying to Netflix and chill. Oh, that is true, Alex. That's definitely a movie you can Netflix and chill to.
Yeah.
I would second that emotion. Oh my god. You heard it here first, folks. If they
Yeah.
pop that movie in, they're trying
You
to Netflix
definitely
and chill.
go, or HBO Max and I don't
HBO
know.
Max and chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um yeah, but I'm still waiting for like a good like horror movie, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I mean, oh, did you finally watch Candyman?
No, I still haven't seen that. I still haven't seen that or The Night
Mm.
House.
Oh, I didn't see the Night House either.
And I also wanted to watch the first episode of Scenes from Her Marriage.
It's already out.
Yeah, it's already out. The first episode.
Oh shit, I have to watch that. I mean, to be honest, I was kind of against that, but I'm still gonna watch it.
I simply just want to watch it because of that one little thing they did at the red carpet. I want to see if that
Wow.
translates in this. Oh wait,
Like,
so I don't know if anybody's like, but the spoilers are over. Yes.
yeah. Yeah, I think I want to see if their chemistry is really at that level.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see.
You're like, you're like, is Oscar Isaac just all like all show, or
Yeah.
is he really like? I know. You know what? I think he's just I would believe it that yeah, like it's gonna have that chemistry because I'm trying to think of him in other movies, and even like in Drive, he has this like presence where he's not really in the movie that much, but even when he is, he has that presence where like you're just kind of drawn to him.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see him putting that up a level for this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yes, we
did.
did, Alex.
I didn't
Audrey
watch
didn't
it,
watch it.
so we couldn't do spoilers. Unfortunately, I completely blanked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
But
can't believe
Alex,
it.
without spoiling, let me know if you watched it. I think you said you did. Let me know what you thought about it real quick. Other than that, I watched Breaking Dawn, Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1 for the first time. And it was very what was I gonna say? It
Interesting.
was very interesting. There's a I guess a twist, or I don't know if it's a twist. Like something that happens in there where you're like, oh shit, okay, like this happens, but I forgot I heard about it. It's an old series now. So when Jacob imprints
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
daughter,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot that that happened, but I had that spoiled for me when I was like when it first came out. So I was like, oh okay, I forgot that this happened.
So you were
Um,
like, "Whoa,
yeah, because I thought he was gonna kill the baby or some shit, but
nah,
yeah,
he wouldn't.
he's too
He
much of a
wouldn't do that."
simp.
Yeah. Now he's like all about her. Now he's
Yeah,
like, "Oh my god, wait, you said you watched part one or part two?
part one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah, you still have to watch the last one.
Yeah, yeah, we got it. We definitely got it. And I'm excited for the last one because I actually really enjoyed this one.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I liked the whole the whole thing of what Jacob had going against his like his herd or whatever it is, his pack, his herd,
It's her.
his pack. I liked that.
Oh god.
I continue to like this whole relationship between Edward and him. They have this weird like
Yeah.
you know because I guess they both obviously they both love Bella, so like they have
Mhm.
some sort of an agreement to like not murder each other for her, you know.
Yeah.
But
They're
like
like, we have to be strong, but you're just
yeah,
like, yeah, no, I think, like, I mean, I feel like I've said this a lot of times on this show. Those movies are just, they hold a special place in my heart as much as I hate it. But
yeah.
it's true. But that's cool. That's cool that you're watching it.
My brother is
Um,
watching them too. When I went to go visit him, my sister in law
oh
was like, "Oh,
my god.
we just watched Eclipse," and I was like, "Wait, Twilight?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Why?
you're watching it too? Yeah. I was like, "Why?" And my brother's like, "Well, like I haven't seen them, and like we ran out of shit to watch," and I'm like, "Okay, like
That's
you
so
still won't
funny,
watch
dude.
Breaking Bad, but
Oh my god, it's because if you know, like, John's brother, it's just like the funniest thing.
it's against type." Like,
It's just so funny. But I love that. Like, I think it's so cool because I know your brother's like a big movie lover like you.
yeah,
So I think
Duffel
that's cool.
watches more stuff than me. To be honest, he watches more movies and more shows than me.
So he's more. We should have him on the show one day. I'm just kidding. Imagine that'd be funny.
The
Like
Corona
it's just like
brothers.
random, the Corona brothers. But I think that's cool. Like I think that it's cool that he doesn't have like he's not like stuck up about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's just like I fucking like movies, so I'm gonna watch whatever fucking movie I want to
I'm
watch.
definitely more pretentious than him.
Exactly, which is what I was gonna say. I was like, I think once you like you get like a little level of pretentiousness, like it's just kind of like I don't know, it's just funny. But I think that's cool. I wish I wasn't pretentious too, but I am. I fucking hate it. I'm trying not to be, but I am. Um, I love it so much. Episodes are too short. Oh, I have to watch it, guys. I'm gonna watch it. Like
This
I
felt
said.
like the shortest episode for me, though. I was like, fuck, it's over already.
You're like, damn, it was just getting good.
Yeah.
I think it'll. I think it's only gonna get better from what we've seen.
And Alex, I know you weren't here on this, but if you're still tuning in, we actually found out a lot about the show. So there's going to be actually 10 episodes, and it already got renewed for a second season, dude. So it's not a limited series. It's definitely like going to be, until they cancel it or they just, have a story for like 3 seasons or something,
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I know we were talking about it. So, yeah, let us know your thoughts about that.
Yep. But I think we covered everything we want to cover today. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that today. Oh, and I also was gonna ask you, are you gonna watch the card counter?
I was literally just thinking about, oh, what movies are going to come out this week. And I was like, wait, I still got to watch that. Again, like I said, The Night House, Jungle Cruise. There's still a bit of movies I need to watch, but I'm really going to try to see the card counter because it just looks dope. I love Oscar Isaac. I feel like he has a lot coming out. Um, but there was I don't know what's coming out this week, Audrey.
It was let me look it up. Excuse us. Do 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 do
I
some
know, like, wait,
music.
I was like, I'm gonna look it up too.
I know. I'm too impatient though. Um.
Oh, okay, so we have. I'm just kidding. I don't have it yet.
Oh
American
yeah, we have Clint
films.
Eastwood's new
Cry Macho.
yeah, his new movie, which I'm like, fuck, dude, are you for real? Clint Eastwood, man.
Oh, you're the movie you're most anticipating, The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Oh yeah. That one's coming out already?
Yeah, that one's coming out this week. We have Cry Macho, the Blue Bayou or something. That one looked really interesting. I just seen one of my buddies saw that in the festival. He said it's heartbreaking. It looked really tough, but it looked like a really interesting, important movie to watch. Joe Carnahan is going to come back with Chop Shop with Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo. It looks like one of those just kind of like full of action type of movies. And that is pretty much it.
There's a new one coming out with Nicolas Cage called Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Oh yeah, with Sofia Boutella, Nick Cassavetes. It looks like
Wait,
another just weird.
oh, Bill Moseley. What the fuck is this? Nicolas Cage, man, he just comes out with the randomest, and I think it's so funny because he like you don't even know, and it just comes
Yeah,
out, and you're like, what? What? I still need to watch Mandy. Jesus Christ. Ugh. I
I
gotta
feel
watch
like
it.
maybe for me, this week is going to be more of a like catch up and kind of watching more shows, if
Yeah.
anything.
I still, yeah, I agree, and I still need to do the challenge, so I'm still trying to figure that out.
Alex said he's down for 2 seasons max.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. I mean, look, if they find a way to like have an actual story for like 3, 4 seasons, whatever, then cool. But like, I'm hoping they're not just doing it because oh, it's getting good reviews. Hey, give us another season. Like, I'm hoping like they pitch like, hey, this show, it'd be good if it's picked up for 1 season, but we have enough content or enough story for like 2, 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Because someone like Steve Martin, I feel like he's very selective, especially now, like he's up there in age. So I'm hoping that he has like a passion for this and he's really like, hey, we have a story for these characters to go for like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm definitely loving season one. Audrey's definitely gonna love episode 5, and Monday can't come soon enough.
Yep, I agree.
But
So yeah.
all right, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us this week. We talked about a lot, and then the feature presentation, I guess, was Malignant.
Yeah.
So definitely let us know what you guys thought about that. Again, reminder for the giveaway: if you guys want a chance to win actual Blu-ray copy of the Forever Purge, make sure to comment in the comment section, not the live chat, the comment section. What's your favorite film of 2021 so far? And I'll pick a winner next Tuesday. So next time we do the podcast, and just stick around. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, because we're definitely going to be doing some. We're going to look for more of your input. Like Audrey said, we asked you guys about what you guys thought about the show being on Spotify and all that stuff. So make sure you guys are following us there. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week, I guess. Audrey, you got
Yep.
anything to